Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name is ConflctNerd Callum. Welcome back to episode number 2 of my SimAirport sandbox series, where today we have quite a few issues to resolve which I've noticed in between this and the last episodes. So the first one is that queues haven't actually been assigned to checkout desks, which is a bit of an issue, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And this is something which I didn't really somehow notice in the last episode, but now I'm going to go ahead and resolve this issue. This does explain how few people took a while to get up to security. Security's a blitz. Honestly, it's a blitz right now, but there seems to be the issue in the departure gates, or the departure lounge. Yeah, departure lounge sounds a little bit better. We obviously had a bit of an issue here in the ticketing, but now this should be resolved. So if we go into ×3, people were always just going around the bottom, which I understand people do that if there's like just one or two of yous, but when there's a large group of people coming in, that shouldn't be the issue. So we should see here, people are still not using it. I don't think there's a large enough influx yet though. Yeah, there we go, that's much better. So it does work, which is good. So that works, I'm glad about that. The thing I don't like here as well, and we're going to extend this forward, maybe in today's episode, is that people are waiting outside to look at the flight information display, which that's the last thing I'd be doing at Scottish airports. In saying that, I don't really know where this is based, but in Scotland you want to get inside and generally as quick as possible because it's very cold. Right, so with that issue resolved, I'm going to go ahead and resolve the... Right now there's an issue here, and if you didn't see the last episode, we built this whole airport. Highly recommend you go ahead and watch it. I have not seen the comments on that because I'm doing a double upload, or not a double upload, back-to-back recording, but we need to go ahead and make a change to the queue because the queue isn't long enough for our larger flights. And that is something which is relatively easy to go ahead and change. We just need to go ahead and make this area bigger, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So let me jump into here, and the problem is we need to keep a quote-unquote secure area, and I do want to try and actually stay by that. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a fence. I don't really know how necessarily this is, but it doesn't cost me a lot. It's cost me what, like 4,000 or 5,000. So we're going to build a fence to keep this area secure. Now what I want to do is I want to make a modification here anyway. I want to go ahead and add in a wall there, and then I'm going to move these guys up further just so it's... We're going to knock this area down, we're going to move the restroom down a little bit so we can make this corridor bigger, and we're going to make it longer as well so we can add in a second gate today. So a gate, I'm just going to pre-build the gate right now. This costs, let me rotate it first of all, it costs I think what, 27,000, so not too bad at all. That's one thing I need to start to do, research. So we're going to do finance to start with, our operations. What one's better? Right now finance is probably our biggest issue, so we're going to go ahead and get this. The CFO allows you to conduct additional research to unlock various financial related utilities such as advanced reports, bank loans, lower taxes and improved profit margins. So that is something which, as a company who are running this airport, we don't actually have a lot of money. 100,000 I suppose is, but the amount of building we've got to do right now, it's really not. So I think that's something which, especially if something goes wrong, for example, we need to have that money in the bank account there. Right, so the next thing I want to do is, I want to do the majority of this building in the evening where the airport is quieter. So what I want to do is I really want to go ahead and pretty much do something like that, to be honest. Have a really wide... Yeah, that would work. Yeah, that would work a lot actually. I'm just thinking here, and where the toilets would go at the bottom. Yeah, that works. So let's go ahead and do that. That might actually cause a security breach because I've not did what I was gonna do, which was add in, I believe they're called security gates, if I'm right in saying. Yeah, security exits. Same thing. So let me rotate you, and you will be facing that way. So that works out. Don't really know what order this is all going to get done in, because there might actually be a security breach here at this rate. I think there might be, to be honest. The bathroom's gone, but we're still in a secure area. Well, no, technically not, because people can get through that door coming back through, so that's not good. Are we secure, or are we not secure? Technically we're not secure because someone could come in this door, come back through this door. So we're really not secure. But it doesn't really seem to be flashing up as that issue. That gate's got an issue because it's not connected to the terminal, nor has it got a gate agent desk assigned to it, but we're now secure again, which is good. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to dismantle all of this stuff here first of all, because it's not going to stay here for very long. Technically, without a bathroom, this airport shouldn't be operating, but what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and extend the foundations even more, and we're going to extend in this area round about here as well, probably about to there, I would say, because that's going to be the new bathroom area. So I want to jump in here and I want to demolish all of you. I want to clear you and clear you, and then I want all this to be foundation. Again, I don't know if we have a security breach, if we don't. Yeah, we definitely have a security breach right now, that's for sure. But I want to go ahead and rebuild that wall which I just destroyed, so let me go ahead and, a bit all over the place to start this episode, I could agree with that. But we go ahead and build that wall pretty quickly, guys, come on. Where are yous? What are yous currently working on? Well, two of yous are trapped, which is never a good thing, but that solves the issue. So we shouldn't be, and a flight might have got cancelled there. Not gonna lie, let me check. So, it doesn't look like it, really. Schedule, or it's not schedule, it's status. Yeah, cancelled, yeah, so you were cancelled, which is a bit of a bummer, so that's probably why approval rating is a little bit lower, I would say, than it usually is. And as we can see, yeah, we've got quite a bit of rage right now, and that's dropped quite a bit, which is understandable. I would be pretty upset as well. Right, so the next thing I want to do is go ahead and clear all of these unnecessary walls. So let me go ahead and clear that bit there, clear all that there, and clear all this right there like that. The next thing I need to do is I need to get you guys out of here. So I'm not going to demolish all this fence, but I'll demolish that bit so you guys can get out and get back to work. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump in here, do foundations, and we're not going to... let me think. We've got a lot of room coming down here, so my long-term goal is to have 2 fingers. Put 2 fingers out, and that's how I want it to be. So I want to have, on the upper finger, say you've got your fingers outside on, I want on the upper finger, on the upper side, I want to have gates, and on the inside as well, in the V, and then on the bottom. So that's how I want to have this airport to work. That's really it. Not necessarily 2 separate terminals, but I want to go ahead and have 2 different fingers, or it's not finger, what would you call it? I'm not really at all sure what you call it, to be honest, but you get what I mean. That's really what I'm going for. Right, we really need to get a restroom in here, so I think we're going to have another security breach. I want to go ahead and expand you. Yeah, I want to go ahead and demolish this right down to probably here, actually. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add in foundation. We're going to add in this bit here. Actually, we might not have a security breach here. I know why. All the flights are getting cancelled today because there's no bathroom. I'm pretty sure that's the problem, yeah. So, because we don't have restroom zone not met, and that is a little bit of an issue. So we need to go ahead and get that back into action ASAP, which, again, I understand. Right, so we're going to have quite a large bathroom here. That is that done, so we can now go ahead and jump into here. Clear that. Then I want to actually go ahead and build walls there, there, and there. Then I want to jump into zone, well, on ×1, D-zone, which is not that. It's going to be none, actually. It's not the right-click option. Can we none? There we go, that's much better. So that's none that. Then let's restroom this. Then let's jump in and grab ourselves some objects. So now we've got a much bigger and better restroom as well, so we'll add the door in there. Then I want to go ahead and add in lots of bathroom stuff, I guess. Get our bathroom on, pretty much. So, we need sinks. That is the first thing that might help. And toilets too. So I should be able to reuse some of the old stuff, which is good. Not that we're... I mean, we are a lot lower than cash than we once were, that's for sure. So let me add in sinks right along there. Then, toilets are probably the more important thing. So let me add in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that works out fine. I don't know why you builders need to hurry up. I just need to get this zone, build that wall, and then this should be functional. Build it. Right, there we go. So all more planes coming in should now not have that problem. They shouldn't get cancelled, which is good, and everything should get back to normal. We've taken a hit today on money so far in this episode, and we've also taken a hit on passenger satisfaction, but things should start to go up. That should be the last cancelled flight, I really hope, because we can't really afford too many more. There's a plane coming in now, which is good, so that resolves that issue, which is grand. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and clear a lot of this objects. So let's go ahead and clear it. Let's clear you guys, and we can keep that one there for the time being, to be fair, and clear all of that. And then overnight I'm going to go ahead and just rebuild this whole area pretty much. I realise I still need to add in carpets, floors, but I'm not going to do that just yet until we get more money. I think I've got better things to focus my time on right now. Right, so that is slowly but surely getting there, and then we should have one more flight coming in now, and this should be our final one of the night. So you are doing not too bad. You've only got 99 on you, which is fair enough. But we should... I don't know how much money we're actually making per day, that's the thing. So I want to go ahead and see, like, daily income, but I don't think we really have that yet. So I need to go ahead and probably get some offices in, which we'll try and do this episode as well. Right, so it's now the night time. No one's in the airport, so this means I can do my mega changes without too much disruption. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and bring you back here like this. Then I want to go ahead and draw you that way, draw you along like that, draw you in like that, draw you up like that, then you're just going to weave back down, right down here, and then you're going to be like that. Then what we're going to do with these two objects here is we're going to clear you guys, and you guys are just really going to go back one. So you guys should be good. Cancel. No. I would just want to dismantle. Right click. Oh, I don't even know. Right, let's play the game. I could possibly do with a second janitor coming in here soon. That's something which I may need to consider as well. You're just leaving, which is good. I thought the next plane was already here. I was like, no. I'm not ready, boys, I'm not ready. But that should make a difference there, which is good. And then we should be able to... I need more money before we go ahead and expand along here, though. That's my only issue. I really need more money. So... yeah, things might be a little bit tight for the time being. But with that done, are you guys... it looks like we're not clearing that, so let me go ahead and re-clear those two, please. Where are my builders? Run, boys, run! So there we go, so that is that one cleared and that's that one cleared. Then I can slow the game down again. Do apologise about my throat, making noises as per. Then let's go ahead and let's rotate you. So let's have the flight desk, or the flight information board there, which is good. Then let's go ahead and add in foods and drinks. We'll have one of you guys there, and then we'll have a garbage bin there. So now there's a bit more of a alleyway, which is good. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have some... oh, we have a lot of room now actually, which is good. So this is a refrigerator. Okay, that's for the kitchen, so we don't need that yet. We'll also have small hanger, which is... could have saved myself some money there. Never realised, I thought we just had medium hanger, so there you go. Anyway, so the next thing I need to do is, I realise I missed ATMs as well. Interesting. Right, let me get benches back in first. That's probably the most important thing. So let's rotate you guys like that. One there and one there. Then I want 1, 2, 3. I want a corridor at least 3 wide. Then we're gonna have benches here, here, and that should be pretty fine, to be fair. The restroom, it probably needs to go 2 down eventually, but we'll make that modification later. After all the hoo-ha I've had with that, I'm just gonna leave it for now. We're just going to add in some more benches there, and that's relatively open, I would say, which is good. We are going to go ahead and add in ourselves 1 or 2 more final props, a flight display thing there, food vending there, and I also want to have don't have an electronics vending through here yet either. So you're going to be under E, you're going to go there, and that should be good to go. So we'll go ahead and speed things up, and as of tomorrow, everything should be good, and we should be getting our first guys into the airport now, which we are, which is good. So airline interest, if we can get that over 50, we get much more interest from other airlines, which excites me, it really does. And then if I go ahead and add in a second gate, I should have the facilities to have, I definitely have the facilities to run 2 gates without too much more expansion. And I did say at the end of the last episode I want to try and get 3 gates in this episode. That's not going to happen, but we should be able to get 2. Ticketing's fine, security's got room to expand, toilets are fine, the departure lounge is fine, that queue's perfect, and that's 131. Maybe it isn't actually, maybe it needs more. But we'll cross that issue later on. I can't. Yeah, I'll change that in between episodes. If that's not worked, it's not worked. It's doing pretty well. How are you doing? You are boarded with plenty of time to spare. 17 extra minutes I read there, which is quite exciting. Right, so the next thing we're doing is we're going ahead and doing some foundations. So I want you guys to build back, so that's going to cost 40 grand. Not the biggest fan, but we can get it work, and it will work. So I might as well just keep things to low if I can, which I am. So that's going to get to work, and you guys, I don't know what order you're going to build things in. You sort of just have a mind of your own. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Is that going to be wide enough? No, it's not. I need 1 more. Cancel project. We're going to go ahead and... Yeah, that person's hoovering upstairs again. Go away, please. Right, that would work. So let's do that instead. So you're going to have to make some modifications, maybe. I don't really know how you're planning to do this, but part of that's going to have to get demolished. I'm actually negative, which is really not good, because I don't think I can take out a loan. In fact, I cannot take out a loan right now, which is really, really bad. So we're going to have to probably put someone's office up this end temporarily. Or do we have an extra room? We do have an extra room in the building, though. That's the thing, we definitely need another janitor as well. I've probably got a lot of props I can go ahead and sell right now though, so we might as well go ahead and do that while stuff's laying around. Is there anything there? There's nothing there. There's quite a lot of stuff around about here. I mean, this is just a little bit redundant right now, so... I mean, if I was to cancel the project, I get my money back. It's not a risk I'm willing to take. Thing is, we're not that badly in debt, and we'll make the money back from the other planes anyway, so... I'm just gonna speed things up for the time being. The general satisfaction's okay anyway, so let me go ahead and clear both of yous and that bench there as well. So that'll get me some more money back. Sell that, sell that. That got me a lot of money. Looks like something got cancelled. And why is that? Status cancelled. Failed to reserve the runway. So it must have been a plane got delayed or something, so that's not too good either. Really, really not good. We're back into the profit, which is good, so... I think we're just gonna have to wait until we get more money, that's the bottom line. The first purchase I'm buying before we go ahead and get this new gate in is I really need to go ahead and... get another janitor in, because this place is filthy as can be. And it's affecting the passenger satisfaction a little bit, which I'm not a happy bunny about. We also need to go ahead and do more research. We also need to go ahead and do more to do with the offices, because I need to go ahead and start to be able to play with this. I need to be able to get bank loans when I need bank loans, that sort of stuff. So it's a real issue, which is something that is not really going to be too easy to resolve until I just let the game run pretty much until tomorrow. Because we should be able to make quite a bit of money with the remaining flights as long as they actually work, which is good. So looks like this one isn't getting cancelled, and we should get some more money for takeoff. Then there'll be another one to land, so we should be good. But I now have $2,000, which is great, so I'm going to get myself another janitor, so that cost me 200 plus 10 an hour, which is fair enough. It's just this bathroom is really filthy, and the thing is, objects pile up, so as we can see, 4, 5, 9, 8. And if this doesn't get dealt with now, then it's only going to get worse, so I definitely need 2, maybe 3 janitors in here actually, which is not good. Will not do my financial situation much better. But, I mean, it's only 10 an hour, come on, it's not that big a difference, so I've hired a 3rd janitor as well, and that will also allow for this extra expansion when we get to it, but that's probably going to be towards the end of this episode. Right, so what I'm going to do now is, we're just waiting on our final flight of the day. I'm going to go ahead and wait a little bit until I get probably maybe 10, 20, 30,000, which might take all of day 10 to go ahead and generate, because I've not really got any assets to sell right now, so I don't really have too much to do other than wait. Then when we get to that stage, I'll return and we'll go ahead and build some offices. So as you can see, we're into day number 10, halfway through. I've got a little bit more money, but there's definitely a build up at security, which is not good, so that's something which we need to resolve long term as well. I've got a little bit of an idea to get myself a little bit of money, so I'm going to be very janky here. We're going to add in some fence there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete a bunch of fence and I'm going to sell that. So it's not going to get me a drastic amount of money, I'm not going to lie, but it will get me something, or it should get me something. Maybe it doesn't get me anything. Or should I have cleared? Maybe we should have cleared, I don't know. Nonetheless, we're up to 15,000 anyway, so we should be good to go forward from here. So if I clear that and clear that part there, then yeah, it doesn't look like I get that back. I can't sell that, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. Right, so my next job is I'm going to go ahead and build an office. But do I have room? I do have room, but it's going to be difficult. So I'm going to... the good thing is offices can be incredibly small, which is good, because this one is going to be incredibly small. So I want that... oh, I don't want to do that. I definitely do not want to do that. Or do I? I kind of do, actually, but... it might demolish the wall. I can't remember if it demolishes the wall. Right, what you're going to be is you're going to cost me 11,000. It's going to be a very small, it is going to demolish part of this wall, and that's going to cancel flights. So let's go ahead and... no. Don't do this to me, game. Don't do this to me. Fuck my life, honestly. Right, you know what? We're just going to go with it, and we're going to make that 4,000 back. I'm actually raging, by the way. Like, why would you not give me my money back if the project is not started yet? So that's going to mean that we can't actually fly, because I won't even have an income until we go ahead and build that. The good thing is it's got walls stored up, which is good. So the wall we've destroyed, it's still got. I can still spend somehow though. I don't really know how. I can still spend, which is fine, so... oh well, at least that wall's back in action. This flight should get cancelled, because you're technically not functioning or whatever. I don't know if that flight will come in or not. En route. It's en route, so actually it will. It will. The good thing is I got it in a gap. There's an hour-and-a-half gap between the 20 or 2... what do you call it? 2000s and the 2130 coming in. So 2000. It sounds weird like that. When you say like 1700, it's okay. 1400, 1500, 1100. But when you say 2000, it sounds pretty weird. So that's a bit strange. Anyway, so you're locked in. I can still spend money though, so that's good. So we'll go ahead and stick you in there. Then I want to go ahead and jump into office. You don't have a minimum requirement of size, which is good because this is tiny. Then we need to go ahead and I can sell this. Whatever this is, I can sell it. 4 wall, 300 bucks. Thank you. I need to go ahead and get myself a desk and a desk chair from what I remember. So it's our office desk. So let's grab you. And let's go ahead and put you in and let's fit you in there like that. So we're still in the negative, but we're going to be able to get ourselves a loan very shortly, which is exciting. And I literally need 50,000 to go ahead and build the expansion that I want. So with that done, staff, I need to go ahead and get myself the financial officer. Costs quite a bit of money, and all of a sudden it costs 5 grand. Fuck me. I thought it was 500, but it cost me 5 grand. And 100 an hour as well. It's quite a bit of money. But we can now do a maximum loan. Requires what research loans? That costs another 6k. So we're into 15,000 in debt, 16,000, but we should be able to get that back within a day anyway. And then if we get a second gate into operation, then that should be fine. Things are going to be tight on security though, but we should have enough money to... It's not a large upgrade security needs. It needs this wall removed here. Then it needs 2 extra metal detectors, an extra bag scanner. The ID stands are fine. It's just people take time to go through the metal detectors, that's the thing. So you don't, for example, need 1 ID stand to 1 bag checker to 1 metal detector. You maybe need like 1 ID stand to 2 bag checkers, maybe 3 metal detectors. Again, what's the alternative? Body scanners might be different. So again, when I get more money, I'll play around with it, but for the time being, I'm a bit strapped for cash. Right, how long is that going to take? 25% the way there. Boys, it's going to be a long day. The good thing is, I would say though, is that the airport in general is much cleaner. There is a little bit of dirty floor, but I mean it's very, very small, and compared to before, this place is looking so much neater. This is annoying me. Why are you still there? I want to clear and demolish. Whatever, both, either, or... There we go, that's that solved, which is good. Right, so how are we doing here? You, looks like you took off in time, which is good. The staff wages cost me a lot of money. That's the problem right now, it really does. And that's why I need to get a second gate into operation to actually try and make some decent cash, because I never realised we'd be struggling this bad. I mean, it's not catastrophic bad, we're not in like $40,000 of debt, like we're under 10k, which I can make back in a day, but thing is, I'm not really making that large profits right now, but I've built the facilities to give myself relatively good profits for quite some time, which is good. But again, we just need to get that initial money to be able to get to that stage, if you know what I mean. So you're bringing in me some money, not too much, 1,400 for terminal usage. That's why we need to get access to this, because I'd put that up to a lot higher. Right now our airline interest is at 54, and that will get improved, but again, it's just money, I need money. Right, how long? 66. Getting there, so that's just 2/3 of the way there, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm really looking forward to the comments, and this is a game which I can see going a long way, honestly. I think it's like another brick in the mall, like after 10 episodes or so, it will get to a stage where there's no more to do, and right now I'm that with another brick in the mall. I'm gonna go back to that game, I don't know when, probably in start of June I would think, or maybe even later on in May, and go ahead and just do a sandbox, and not go ahead and do unlimited money like I did, because unlimited money, as great as it was, I would like to replay that game without the limitations. And maybe one day I would like to play this game, but unlimited money. How fun would this game be on unlimited money with an extra large map? It would be absolutely great, don't get me wrong, but at the same time the frame rates kinda would fuck you over. Another brick in the mall didn't have that issue, really. I mean, it was a tiny frame drop of maybe 2 or 3, but it was barely noticeable. I can notice it as I was playing, but this game, through looking at other people's series, it seems to be you can notice it. So that's something which I'm a little bit concerned about as we go along the line, but we're not there yet, and we hopefully won't be there for a while. Right, you're done. Ran over, you're done. Filled up the gap, so I need to go ahead and take out the bank loan. So if we jump in here and increase loan, that solves that problem. So we should be able to get another desk into operation now, which is good. So this is, it's going to be tight, it really is going to be tight, but we're going to do what we do. Well, first of all, we need a large door is what we need, so let's go ahead and fit you in there. My worry is runway space, that's my real worry, so I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll just see if we can get around it. So I think we've had one plane so far which has been cancelled due to runway space issues, so that's maybe something which we need to watch out for, but you're just gonna have to weave constantly, aren't you? So let's remove you there. No. We all know how. I'm gonna have to do that anyway, actually. So this is, you see how short this queue is gonna be, honestly. It's gonna be, actually, there's a way around this. Oh, for fuck's sake. I've got an idea, which I'll be able to extend the queue a little bit more than just this. But it might require me moving 1 or 2 items, so we come down here like that. I'm gonna have to remove that fridge, I think. And that works out like that. So let's dismantle that for now. Again, the space, it's not great, is it? But it will have to do. Then the next thing I need is a, what do I need? A gate agent desk is the correct terminology. So we'll stick you in, have I did this too far over? Maybe a little bit. Not gonna lie, I think I have done this in like the worst place possible. I need to go ahead and delete that in this game. Oh, right, I need to delete this whole queue, that's the bottom line. I need to delete the whole queue, so let's weave all the way back. All the way. And let's start you instead. Let's build the gate agent desk first. What a good idea that would be, Callum. You're going there. So that means then that the queue can start what, here? I think, I don't even know I can, that's the worry. You know what, we're gonna do, we'll do that instead, so that definitely worked. Oh, right, I'm gonna go ahead and break this game in a second, honestly, if it doesn't cooperate. Not that I'm getting mad at it, but it's just the little things that you make the same mistakes over and over again, that's when I start to get frustrated. That's the thing. Right, we should be able to get this no problem this time though, so let me go ahead and continue down here, and then loop around, and that should do. So that's a relatively long queue, so if we assign you to that, and then we go ahead and assign this to that, then we should be able, that should be in operation. I've assigned you, so you should be fine. And there we go, so that's us now got 2 gates ready to go into operation. So let's go ahead and see if we can find some flights and see if we can get this loan paid off, because loans over your head is the worst thing to have. It honestly is just not good at all. The good thing is, I would say we're starting to make a lot more money now, which is good as well. We've managed to go ahead, even though we've done, it's not a lot of spending, literally we've spent money on a gate agent desk and yeah, we've not done much, but we are, I would say we're in the goods. I could do some more research, which is operations. We'll do pricing, so this one might be good. I don't know what it unlocks, but it'll maybe give me a daily progress report, and that is something that I am interested in. Right, so let's go ahead, up to 58% now. So I don't want to go ahead and fill my schedule up too heavy, but you're Boeing 707. So you've got 180, so we'll go ahead and grab you. I'm just going to slow this down just so I can go ahead and pick some flights. Again, some very basic flights. You're a 37, so you're 140. Again, in the morning, I don't want an afternoon. I don't want 2 large flights just because we've got to get all these people through security. So I just want a nice soft mixture for the time being. What about a 67? How big are you? 250, that's a biggin. Or 707, we'll take you for the morning. So that's me got some flights to schedule in. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. So you're going to be in that gap there, you're going to be in that gap there, so that works out fine. And then you're going to be an earlier evening takeoff. You're probably going to be that there. It's just so that we're not having overlapping runway times. And I can probably get myself, what, 2 afternoon flights I think. So let's go ahead and take Starflight and afternoon. Let's grab, oh no, I need an air control tower next, which is my next purchase, which I don't think that actually costs too much, which is good. But I'm not 100% sure, so let's go ahead and have a quick look and see. 22,000, that's not that bad actually. I was expecting a little bit more. Where are you going to go? I think you're going to go there. And again, not a realistic place, but at every place that I want, or I would put it like here for example, I can't put it out there. All along here. I want to build into this area in the future, so for the time being you're just going to go out the way in there. That's cost me quite a bit of money, but it should be okay going forwards. We should see the second gate in action as of tomorrow, so when tomorrow comes it will be good. We can sell a little bit more money back there and we should be fine. Right, so with this remaining 33k I need to go ahead and basically upgrade security a little bit before tomorrow because it's not going to work the way I want it to. So let's go ahead and clear all of that there, that there, that there, and that there. Then let me go ahead and pause. Then let's jump in here, zones, security, and add in another security zone, like that. Then I want to go ahead and have you guys there. I want to move you up 1 realistically. Or I can move the ID stand. What do I do? You know what, we'll just go ahead and see what we can fit in, but we will work backwards. So we'll start off with a metal ID thing, so we'll add 1, 2, I'll have to add another wee bit of wall in there. Which is fair enough, I've got plenty of walls stored away, so you can go in there. Then I want to go ahead, let's go 2 times speed. Then I want to go ahead and get in at least another bag scanner, that's what I want, so at least 1 more. So you should be under bag scanner, which starts with a B, which is at the start of the alphabet. Callum, well done. We'll go ahead and stick you in. I'll stick you in at that angle there actually, so again I don't know if that's good or bad, but then for all this expansion we need security, we need 1, 2, 3 more staff. So you've doubled up there, but as soon as that gets in you'll come down and work there, which is good. So that's the expansion. So it's not a big expansion, but it should do the difference. And we've also got that air control tower in, so I do want to grab myself... I'll leave it for now. We'll leave it for now and we'll sort that out in the next episode. That's something which I'll do. So we'll go ahead and see how this new security works and if it does work, because in the morning here, if I go ahead and check schedule, we have like a flight. Yeah, we are using both gates this morning, which is interesting. So I want to see how this fares, because it could be very, very busy. I want it to be busy and it should be busy. So we'll see how busy it really is. And I also want to see both gates in action as well. So that's gate 1A, or just gate 1 being used, which is good. And then you're coming over, and then gate 2, you're not being used yet, but I believe you've got a flight. Yep, there we go. So you guys are starting to queue. Security's not bottlenecked, nor is ticketing, which is good. So you've arrived in. You should be departing shortly. Again, I don't want you guys to have a bit of problem or crossover or whatever. That just crashed into that there, so that wasn't good, but I don't think that's programmed into the game yet. So we can get away with that. Then you are 37 minutes left to board, but you're frozen. So I think we might have a cancellation here, I'm not really at all sure. So you're boarding, you're going to be late, which that's going to have knock-on effects. And it's a good thing we probably don't have things in the afternoon right now, because security, the ID stands, it's a little bit bottlenecked as well, to be honest. That's possibly why. So it's a good thing maybe things are a little bit more spread out. Maybe it's a good thing there's not too much build up in the afternoon. What I'll do is I'll move you up to there, so there's a bit of a gap in between 8 and 9. And that spreads things out there, so there's a nice large... If there's any planes that are delayed, they can catch up in the afternoon, and then night time. I could add in an extra afternoon flight, to be fair. But spreading that out should make that a little bit of difference. 2 big planes in, 2 people missed you, that's not a big deal. Then what about here? You should board on time. Yeah, yeah. Maybe it's people stuck through security, so again 6 people are gonna miss. 3 people in the end missed. But all in all, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting to make a good amount of money, which is good. We've gone ahead today and, are we done this research yet? 10 hours left, so we'll get there at the start of the next episode, but not in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up here. Please go ahead and leave a like rating, it really helps the videos, and subscribe if you're new around here. I'll be back in 2 days' time with another episode of this series, and that's all for this video. So thank you very much for watching. My name is ConflctNerd Callum, and I'm out.